Hello, YouTube. This is Bub's Comics coming at you with a quick comic haul. No, not
Oh boy.
tonight. No, what we got going on tonight is we have the stupendous Roger Appreciation Night, aka Metarog. You'll see him down now. Actually, now I'm a little concerned, Roger, and I got to tell you why. I
Why
know
is that?
that you're a big fan of Matilda Gothica, Zlata. She's a good friend of the community and good friend to
Yes,
us all individually
yes,
and at large. Is she not?
absolutely, 100%.
But I have to tell you right now, if that is an accurate self-portrait you're displaying right there, our friendship may be in jeopardy.
No, no, no. This is something she did for me because she knew that the Invisible Woman is, my favorite female superhero, and
All right.
she, since she lives in Israel and so far front, I think it's 7 hours from now, she's not going to make the live stream. So I wanted to make sure that we honored her and thanked her for all her support of all the community, and I wanted that to be the first thing that people saw. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough. And you'll never know just how relieved I am. With me, as always, we have DS Comics. Say, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Always reliable to be here when he can.
That's
And we
right.
have, of course, with us the man of the 25 minutes. You know
Man of the
him,
hour.
you love him. If you don't love him, you may not know him well enough. And if you do love him, you
Oh,
probably
man.
know him just as well as he wants you to.
Oh,
We've got
man.
Roger, aka Metarog, here for his 1,000th appearance. Hey!
1,000th appearance.
Yes, we're going to do DC milestones tonight.
Oh, DC milestone.
With
Oh,
DC
okay.
milestones,
Gotcha.
because you've hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to say it's your 1,000th anniversary, your 1,000th appearance, and everybody wait in the mail for their 1,000 pennies.
Oh man, yeah. You know your DC anniversary issue as well. Yeah, they make no sense as far as the calendar goes. But thank you, Bub. Thank you for that. Thank you for allowing us to usurp a lot of the No Faces chat to have my celebration. I really appreciate that because at my age, once I go past 9, I essentially turn into a pumpkin. So it's good that we can do it a little earlier.
Nice. I appreciate that. And there were several people in the chat already here. Looking forward to say sup to everybody. We had Perry's Comics, Unruly Simeon. Of course, Perry's always lurking / not lurking. We don't know what he's doing. He's hanging out. He truly is a lurker. I mean, I don't know. Like there's people in the community that I kind of would like to meet, and he's not really one of them. Like
that's classic.
I mean, like I love him
there.
Like I love him. I just feel like if me and him got in a con, because he's so frenetic, his energy is so frenetic that if we got to a con, I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do. He'd be like, hey, come on, hey, let's go over here, guys. Let's go over here, guys. Let's do this. Hey, I love him, but I think I need to do my routine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So cool guy. Love him, Perry, all the stuff he's done. And thank him again for all the shows he's originated that JB has stolen. So let's see what else we got. We got Unruly Simeon. We got Samuel David. Hello, and welcome. We got James Gallegos. We're going to thank him one more time for changing his freaky profile pic. We got JPL Flash staying awake across the pond.
Ooh,
good to have you, brother. We miss you. We can't wait until your 3rd or 4th anniversary of marriage and you're allowed to be on YouTube again. So, the rules get a little laxed after your 3rd anniversary.
He was on YouTube.
We got Mr. Huh?
He was on YouTube yesterday.
What?
Yep.
Oh, for your Superman thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I missed that. I need to catch up with that.
Well,
I guess the honeymoon's over. We got Mr. Gretzky 9966, always one of my greatest supporters, unless I'm on the hunt with Tony Sanders, in which he will give me 0 votes. Next, we got let's see, Comic Books NYC, the great the Kavi to my hobby. Yeah, that's about right. Glad to have you. We got the boy who had 7, Matt, making an appearance here in the No Faces comic chat. Always great to see Matt not crying. Next week. If you notice a theme, I'm trying to run everybody off because we only got about 20 more minutes on this show. I'm trying to drive them all to your show for all the nice, warm-hearted greetings that you'll give. We got Metarog saying greetings, everyone, which is what he says in person as well. That's what I understand when he goes to order a veggie burger at the at Burger King, the Impossible Whopper with no bun, please. He always says, greetings, everyone.
Lettuce wrap. I do a lettuce wrap. Yeah. A
lettuce wrap. Yeah, there you go. We got Area 51 in the house. Mike, good to see you. So glad that you could make it. I missed his show this week, his little figure show. I'd like to catch up on that. Good stuff as always. Yeah. We got Ranger Sly, a.k.a. Roger Sly, in the house.
Hey, Ranger Sly.
Newly christened. I tell you, I love to see Ranger Sly. I love to see Sly comment on my videos, but I always hold my breath a little bit because he will not let you go. If you've got any inaccuracy in your videos, he will point it out. He will shout it out and he'll be like, no, actually it was this. So you always, whenever I see a comment from him, I'm like, okay, I've kicked over his rock with this video. And I don't know which Sly I'm going to get, the one that really liked the video or the one that was sure that there are about 5 or 6 inaccuracies. Sometimes it's both. So always glad to have a comment from him. And I feel like I passed the test when he,
when Ranger Sly comments on your video and he gives you accolades, you know, that is a red letter day right there.
Yeah, that's high marks right there.
That's high marks.
I love
absolutely.
It. We got House till the end. We got the Gray Man. Welcome. And I don't know who else we got. We got anybody else? Harry's Zlatos, Hialeah, Comic Bro. Sam's. Hey, Sam, what's going on? We got Jackson, Roy, Kirk. Oh my gosh, look. If I left out anybody, you have to type in all caps or I won't see it. So good to have everybody. Really appreciate y'all for stopping in. It's going to be a short show tonight. Then we're going to all move over to Roger's channel so we can see his hairy mug, which would be hilarious if you have time, Roger, to just like put some hair on an actual mug. That'd probably be cool. But if not, we'll deal with what we got.
I don't have a lot of hair lying around, if you know what I mean.
Oh, come on. It's always a good time for back shaving, isn't it? Right, DS? Man. We got Mark Knapp, 68. Thank you all. DS, you've been awful quiet tonight. Are you feeling okay?
I'm good. I'm just enjoying the show so far. That's it.
And Immortal Biggie Shack has pledged $51. Thank you, Biggie Shack.
What?
For the kind donation.
What?
I'll put you down. We haven't got Super Chat enabled just yet, but don't worry. We're in the works on that.
That's area
so Biggie Shack, they come through on $51 Super Chat.
Oh, man. Bub, you are on fire.
Perry Comics said he started losing his hair. That's okay, Perry. Just wear a nicer blazer next time, and you'll be fine. Let's see. Well, we got so much going on here. Thank you all for being here. You guys are the best. DS is quiet. Yes, he is. He has that low, soft, kind of monotone serial killer tone, which we all appreciate here. Thank you so much for letting us live another day, DS.
Well, I've learned on this show when you get going to just stay out of your way. So that's the best thing to do. So
Yep.
Oh, you're so good to me. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate you being here. There's just no doubt about that. Again, we're celebrating the great Roger. I put up on my little thingamabobbin here, my little display, The Amazing Adventures of Superior Sam, number 8. I don't know if Roger has got his copies as of yet.
Oh, yes.
But I got the Different is Okay signed edition by Chris Barkham and the Super signed edition. It's got, I think, a total of 72 signatures on it, including the young fella whose character this is. So fantastic on there. And the reason I put these up is because I know Roger and I are both big fans and supporters of Chris Barkham, formerly One-Legged Books. I don't know if he's going to keep that title for his YouTube channel. I think he nuked it in the Copa Concerns, but he's still on Instagram. So look him up on One-Legged Books or CB Author. And I know Roger's a big fan, a big supporter of his. So that's why I put these books up for you, Roger, so you could see them. I was trying to beat you to a unboxing of that as well. So I don't think you've shown them on your channel yet. So
no,
so there's another win for me.
I was going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, I did get them on Saturday. Yeah.
Nice.
And Bub, you know that one on the right there is signed by Silas himself.
Yes, up here in the top corner, there's Silas.
Yeah, the kid in the previous issue.
That kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's him right there.
There's only 3 of those, and you and I have 2 of them.
That's awesome.
Isn't it?
I love it.
I mean, Chris is really too good to us. And I said, let me pay you for him. He wouldn't hear of it.
Yeah, I know. I had the same argument with him.
Wouldn't hear it. So I'm gonna send him something though. I don't care. Because that's too good. That's too good, and I love it. And I can't wait to hopefully someday I have Karen children and read them that story, because it is so uplifting and just fabulous. So
cool. That's awesome. Are you excited to show your face tonight, Roger?
Well, in a sense I am, because it's, I've gotten so many, people calling out for it, and a few that say don't do it because, it's sort of my mystique or something. I don't have any mystique, I don't have anything like that. So, that way it's out of the way. And I said, it's not going to be a regular thing. I'm showing it now, and then I'm going back to no faces. But if somebody wants me on their show and wants me to show my mug, I'll do it. But, no big deal.
Well, me and Bub get an extra hour and a half, 2 hours ish of still right now being the only 2 that know what you look like, I think.
Well, Mike's met him in person, Night Tiger.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a handful. There's a smattering of people around that
very few, though.
Very exclusive club that's soon to end.
So has Aaron.
Yes, I'm pretty sure there's a zoo in Central Florida near Ocala that originally released him for good behavior some 30 years ago. Is that right, Roger?
Those rumors might have a scintilla of truth.
Oh man!
The joke's on everybody else though when Roger shows up tonight with his V for Vendetta mask on, and he's like, "Here I am," and that's going to be that.
Oh boy! Well,
Biggie Shack saying he's seen you. I think we should all get some Roger masks made, and then we should all show up as Roger one night.
Well, that would break the internet. I guarantee you that one of me is maybe survivable, but but more than that is not.
Bub, you can get a screenshot from later and get T-shirts made, and then bring them to Heroes Con, and we'll hand them out to everybody in the YouTube community.
That sounds nice.
Get the word out.
Absolutely.
Okay. I am now officially going to be closing the Gambit giveaway. The last one just came in here under the wire. Flutterby 989. You're the last one in. Okay. So I think
she's got a nice channel.
Yeah. I've seen a few of her last vids here. So I think there's 110 entries as of. I believe it was 109. With her, it'll be 110. So that's it. You got a less than 1% chance to win it, but but you got a chance.
Yeah, which is better than less of a 0% chance.
That's right.
That's what I'm going with.
It's much better than winning the lottery. So.
So Roger, I don't have too many celebratory books, but I broke out my most celebratory book here in your honor. Already sold, and it's going to be off to new home soon. But this is about as celebratory a book as I have. So I figured I would put this out for those people to enjoy in the chat, and as a celebratory book for you, with a glass of champagne and a nice blonde gal dressed up for your celebration. And there you go, Chamber of Chills 19. Had this for a few years, so you're going to be one of the last few people to see it here on tonight's show.
Well, thank you very much, and congratulations on the sale. I know that is a very pricey book or comic. I don't like calling them books, because of the distinctions. But so thank you very much. That's very, very, very cool. Actually, it's like here's one for you. Like salute, as we would say in Spanish.
Yeah, so that's what the skeleton hand is saying, salute.
So that's your only copy of that book right now, right, DS?
It is, but I bought this in 2018 for, I don't know if I really like talking about the prices on books like this. But
no, not after you sold it too. It might make somebody feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, probably not, but I bought this 2018 for under $1,000, and I just sold it for like 5 times what I paid for it. So, I mean, I love the book, but I mean, I love money too. You know what I mean? And I can get more books with more money. So I've had this and enjoyed it for a couple of years, and the prices on this stuff have gone way up over 2 years. So why not let it go and get some money and try some other stuff? So that's what I did. But it was restored. If you guys remember, this was a 6.0 restored. And interesting journey. If you want to hear it real quick, I'll tell you. I sent it to a professional to get the restoration removed. It was tear seals and cover reinforced. And that was it. But it was done amateur probably back in like the 60s or something. So he removed that and sent it off to get a blue label. And it came back with a note, staples replaced. And it wasn't on the original label. And he did not replace the staples. I think he loosened them to do some work on the book. But they said staples replaced. So I talked with him, and we decided to send it back and tell them what the work you did, show them pictures, give them your document the work you did on it, show them that you did not replace the staples. And they took it back, and basically they just took it out of his box, put it in a new box, and shipped it back to him and said, well, we don't know if you didn't change the staples. That doesn't prove anything. So I was like, all right, so if it was like a 4.0 at that point. I was like, you know what? If they're going to say staples replaced, just do a good conservation on it. Don't do any color touch or anything, just structural stuff. And we'll get the conservation grade with the staples replaced, but let's get it higher. So he went ahead and did that. And now it comes back, and it is conserved, and it is a higher grade now. But it's a piece added to cover, which is a small piece, nothing major on it. Tear seals and reinforced, and they did not put staples replaced. So, I mean, you can't win. I guess I could take it down again and, open it up and take all the stuff off he did and send it in and get a blue. And then, you know what I mean? I already sent it to him 4 times or something. So this is what it is. It's sold. That's it. Somebody else can mess with it.
Yeah, I like it. It looks great. And now that I know that you're without a copy, I constantly look for this book, and I'm always looking for one with a cherry on it. And I've still yet to find one.
Yeah, on the cigarette over here, I would say 90% of them have where it's printed and cut, the cherry on the cigarette's missing. It's very rare to find a copy of this where the cherry's showing, but they are out there. Mine doesn't have it, and about 90% of them don't have it. And it's not a miswrap thing. It's just an offset printing and the way they cut it. So you can't tell by the wrap. It's just a lot of time. 90% of them don't have the cherry on there, and it's not a huge deal, but it's just a little bit of trivia about this book. If you ever find one in any grade with that cherry showing, it's rare. I don't know that people seek that out, but I certainly do because it completes the image. It's a nice, part of the image is always cut off, I feel like, without that. And, it is what it is.
Well, that is going to be certainly, that's my hunt. So when I find that book for you, I'm going to buy it, and then I'm going to charge you about $400 over what I paid for it, and it's yours.
Sounds good. That's a good deal.
Or I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to trade it to you for your Planet Comics 1.
Well, if you get a nice high grade of this, we can talk about that. Sure.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah.
I see a deal as a book already.
The books I have are just the books I have now. I have very few books that are like absolute without question keepers. If you offer me enough money, you can have the Planet Comics 1 tonight. Do you know what I mean? That's how I sort of am with my books these days. And what it does is it allows me to get more books. I just don't keep them. But if you keep everything, you can end up getting less. This way, I have a high turnover of books coming in and out of my hands. So for me, that increases my enjoyment in the hobby. I have a lot of books to enjoy, and it's always fresh, and there's always a variety. And you know what? Even the rarest books I've learned as a Golden Age collector, they come around all the time, even the rarest ones. I mean, this has like 100 on the census maybe, which sounds rare to Bronze Age collectors. But this book's all over the place. It's not hard to get. There's 100 of them on the census. There's books that have 20 on the census. you can still get. So I mean, you can always get these things, and there's always more cool books to get. And I just enjoy keeping the collection fresh and having a lot of books passed through my hands. So that's how I do it.
Man Cave wants to know, what did I just buy? Well, we're talking about his Chamber of Chills there, which is awesome. But then also he's got a Planet Comics one that he says is mine. You know, it's funny. There's a couple of books floating around the community. Comic Cat 84, who's in the chat now too. He's got a book that's mine. It's a restored Tales to Us. Oh no, it's a restored. I wanted to say it's Tales to Astonish #1, but that's not right. It's the real one. Namor, the Submariner is what I call him.
Number one. Yeah.
Number one. So he's got one that came back with a purple label, and for glue, you know how that is, DS. They're unforgiving with glue. So that book's mine too. I'm just waiting for him to get a replacement and then make me a more than reasonable offer. And then,
you grab that one with glue, Bub, and I know the first thing you'll do, you'll crack it out, you'll save the case to use for something else, and you will do a project on your channel about removing the glue, and you'll submit it back to CGC, and you'll get it back a blue label, slightly lower grade. You'll have an extra case out of the deal. You'll be golden.
You got my number, buddy. I'm just waiting for the opportunity.
Quick piece of info, which I told Kenny about when he told me about that book coming back. If you're looking for glue, a UV light is not the way to go. Most glues don't show up under a UV light. The best way to test for glue is just with your fingers and just rub it over the spine or over the parts that look funky. And if it feels like there's some rough hardened stuff on it like glue, then it's glue. That's the best way to spot glue. It's not with a UV light. People have these UV flashlights going over books. That's not going to catch most of the glue that's on there. So, just a little
marker and stuff, though.
Huh?
It's good for marker.
It's all right. I mean, I feel like I have a UV flashlight. I have yet to use it to find things on books. I mean, the color touch is easy to spot just with my eyes under a regular light. I don't ever have a problem finding color touch. Glue, you can feel it essentially. Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, a UV light, I don't really use it for anything. And I have one, and I've had one for a while, and I've never really used it. So I don't know. I mean, the thing about UV light is not everything that's not original to the comic shows up on UV light. What shows up on UV light is certain things, and less than half of things will show up on the UV light. And most of that stuff you can just see anyway without the UV light. So I think UV lights are overrated, and I know a lot of people just getting into the hobby will get their UV flashlight and think they can spot anything now they got the UV flashlight. Well, that's not the case. But I have one though.
We're all over it, guys. We're all over it. We're all over it. Roger, I know that. First, I want to say real quick, two quick shout outs. Tons of people in the chat have jumped in since we last went through. We've got Scoots Comics, Doomsday Comics, Chris Barrett. I mean, Mike Rogers. The list goes on and on. We got Man Cave's Comics and Jambo Comics, whom, no offense to you, DS, as you were my first bromance. I'm trying to get to take Jambo to the prom here. Hey, he's only about 2 hours from me in Kentucky, so I mean we're so close. And I'll go to cons in his area. There's like no cons in my area, so I'm okay with it being a one-way street. But me and Jambo, 2020, man, let's make it happen. DS, he's not a real jealous type, so don't worry about it. He's a scoffer.
I'm not jealous. Me and Bob have an open relationship.
Yeah, as long as there's good comics involved.
Yeah, for bromances, that's fine. You know, I think that's open relationships for bromances are fine. I think
so too. Applause. Well, Roger, I know that you've got to go, but I just want to ask one question, and I think I already know the answer. But I just got to ask you, how little sleep did you get last night, and how nervous are you right now?
I probably got like 2 or 3 hours sleep. A lot of things were going through my head at the time. You're right, Bub. But also because I had to wake up very early to take my wife to the airport, and I didn't want to oversleep for that. So there are a couple things on my mind. I'm not really that nervous, honestly, because this is a community celebration. I'm just running it as far as I'm concerned, and I just want to give back to the community an infinitesimal amount that has been given to me. And so I'm not nervous. I want to have everybody there to have a good time. I want to grow the community. I want to build the community. I want all my friends there, to celebrate with me, not just my milestone, but our milestone. Because without you guys, I got me, and that's it. So that's the short and the long answer to your query.
Fair enough. Well, I'm glad you made it. Hopefully you won't be too weary. Don't stay up too late. Thomas Churchill's in the house. He's another local friend. So
Hey,
good
Thomas.
job, guys. Yeah, he's in my area.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
great
about
gentleman.
he's about 2 hours from me also.
Great gentleman,
roughly.
Great gentleman. Okay, so Bug, can you put in a whatever link thing to?
Yes, it's already there.
Oh,
so
it is?
everyone
Okay.
go to the description of this video, and there's a link to Metarog Celebration.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll be
there
getting
all
off.
day. It says follow us to Metarog's video after the show, and if you click that link, it's his video.
Thank you, Bub. You're no matter what those rumors say, they're true. So
yeah. Most of the rumors are true.
I pulled the Bub there on you.
You got to tell you, it is true. It is. I can't take a black light to any of my comics. They're all true.
All right, guys. I'll see you over there in a few minutes. And we'll get the party started. Okay, everybody, be blessed.
Roger, we'll see you in a few.
Be back on my channel. Bye.
Bye. All right, DS. We got rid of old Roger. Now we can talk bad about him. I think we should at least for the next 3 minutes or however longer we got, remind everyone while he's get set up. He's gonna start in about 4 or 5 minutes. So just to remind everybody, do not be startled by Roger's appearance. It is an 18 and over channel now, and he can look however he wants. And just remember that it's gonna be okay. He's a good guy, right?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, no, he's a fine, upstanding looking individual. Really, I wonder if it'll be. Do we have any lady channels in the house tonight? I don't see any in the chat. Did you notice any?
No, I don't think I did.
All right. Well, then I'll say this with plenty of confidence. Hey, Bitbiter, he's another local guy. Boy, Kentucky's strong in the house tonight. Woo! It's like 4 or 5 Kentuckians in the house tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to be a carpetbagger in your great state. I think that one of the things that happens on it says, ladies, watch my channel, Comic Collector says, one of the things that happens in the lady channels is that they, like, based on their voice alone, skyrocket in viewerships. And I think that it kind of feeds in, whether people realize it or not. I think a lot of the young men in our community are a little they're a little lonely, DS. You know what I mean? Are you still there?
I'm still here, yeah.
Yep, they get a little lonely, and they really like the sound of that voice for some of the lady channels. And then I've noticed not so many of the channels that are still on now, but I've noticed that Gray Man is asking lady channels. No, I mean lady channels in that lady hosted channels, And I've noticed that after they finally show their face, their subs kind of plateau.
The lady channel?
Yeah, on the lady channels. I've noticed that. Because you'll watch them when they don't show their face, they're gaining like 30, 40 subscribers a month. And then once they finally show their face, they kind of just hold and they start rising about the same as the rest of us, So, and that's not a knock against whatever they look like. I think it's the mystery. It's the mystery of the voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the phone sex lines.
Exactly like that. So
right.
I wonder how many subs Roger will continue to get, wondering, just whether his voice is a phone sex voice or if it's
Well, I'll tell you, every time I do a video, I lose subs. And then I came back. I'll lose like 3 subs. Literally, this is no joke. Every time I do a video, I lose like 3 subs. And then I gain 4. It's so strange. So I don't know how to, but I've also looked at my analytics. I don't think I have 1 view by a female viewer ever. And no teenagers, like in the kid range when I was looking for COPPA just to see. No kids and not a single female has ever watched any of my videos ever. It's just, I don't know. I think that's kind of odd. There's quite a few, women in the community, and none of them have ever watched one of my videos. So lucky for me, I've already got a Mrs. DS. Otherwise, I'd be screwed apparently. So whatever.
Well, what's funny too is that every now and then I do watch a lot of the other lady YouTubers out there, and I'll comment on their videos and stuff, right? And sometimes I'm like, this is kind of not fair because I comment on their videos and they never watch my videos, it seems, according to the statistics, and rarely, like super rarely, will they comment on my videos. And then I like start showing prints like this, and I'm like, you know what? I'm probably better off that they don't comment.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's okay. Everybody just watch what you want to watch, right?
Well, and I don't worry about my subs or how many I have. I get thumbs down on some stuff, and it doesn't bother me. Like, none of that stuff bothers me. I just do it for fun, and when other people enjoy something that I put out, then that's makes it worth it to me, even if it's only one person. But I watch as many videos as I can. I comment on a very small minority of the ones I actually watch. There's a lot of channels I have to catch up on. I don't watch anything for a while, then I'll go watch a few. So I'm not the best at keeping up with everybody I'm sub to, or commenting on videos, or watching even like yours and Rogers. I missed tons of those. And so, I'm not going to sit here on a high horse and try to pretend like I should have so many subs. People need to be commenting. I don't want thumbs down, like whatever. I'm not, the perfect example of the community YouTube viewer and commenter. So, I try to be in as many live chats as possible, but there's just so much content out there, man. It's so tough to keep up.
There is. If you miss a day, you've missed a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah. I work for a couple days straight, and I'm a manager at my job. So I set my hours and I crunch all my hours down to a few days so that I have most of the week off to do comic related stuff, which is cool. But during those few days, there's 97 videos get put out on channels I'm sub to in a couple days, and there's no way it falls down the YouTube hole so quick you cannot keep up.
Yep, I hear you. Well, Mastodons let us know it's time to go, and Roger's little thing just popped up. So everybody, click the link in the description of this video to go to Roger. He's live, and we're gonna go all run over there and see what his mug looks like. Spoiler: I'm sure it's not there yet. He's gonna make you wait. He's gonna drag it out. So just so you know. All right. So thank you everybody for joining us. Thanks, Roger, for always being a part of this chat. He's an awesome member of this team. And we'll catch you next time on BUB'S Comics. Go ahead and say goodbye real quick, DS.
All right, everybody, do your homework. Catch you next week. All right, I'm out.
All right. And remember, read a comic and don't apologize for the glare. Bye-bye.